your goals, because this is, I mean, I don't see how this contract with the Twins isn't a 10-year deal just listening to you. I know it's 6 right now, but it's going to become 10. They're going to keep picking it up because even, just the way you talk to the other players, you are as valuable, if not more valuable than your contract. What's your 10-year goal for this team? At the end of your 10 years with the Twins, you look back and you say, hell yeah, I did that.
Yeah, so I had Gilberto Celestino. I was talking to him 2 days ago, and he's sitting next to my locker, and he asked me, Correa, now that you made all this money and you've accomplished a lot of things in the game, what motivates you? What wakes you up in the morning? Because that's my question to every player that I meet. What wakes you up in the morning? So he asked me that question. And I said, first, I show him a screenshot that I have of a text that my wife sent me like a week ago about with my son, and she was like telling me like how grateful she was for all my hard work and the things that I'm able to provide for them, so they can, so my son can have food at the table and can have a good education, all that. So she sent me like a long text just expressing the gratitude and how great she was feeling because she can be home with the kids and all that. So I said, this is my first motivation, my family, right? Love my wife, love my kids, want to play for them, want to give them the best lifestyle that they can have, right? The things that I couldn't do when I was a kid, I want my son to be able to experience, right? And then on the baseball side, I want to help you guys feel what I felt in the postseason. And I said, I've never felt any better than when I hit those walk-off homers to decide a game in the playoffs. I said, my goal here, and the reason why I talk to you guys about all these things is because I want you guys to experience that, or at least to have a chance at experiencing that, right? I wanted to put you guys in a spot where you have a bats in the playoffs that are going to decide games, right? I want to build a dynasty here. Because when I look back, when I was with the Astros and the team was losing 111 games, and then you add Correa, then you add McCullers, then you add Alex Bregman, then you add Springer, then Alvarez comes via trade, and then you have Tucker. At some point, all these guys were rookies. At some point, these guys were projected to be great, right? But we didn't know for sure. Well, they panned out, right? We have a lot of young guys in our organization that I look at right now. I'm like, holy shit, this guy is really good. And I can count 6, 7 of them. So if half of them pan out, we're going to be good for a long time because these guys are going to be on the contract for 6 years. I'm going to be here for at least 6 years. Byron Bucks is going to be at least for 6 years. So now you're talking about a core that's going to stay playing together every single year with a lot of talent. I'm seeing all these things in the future, right? Because of the talent that I'm seeing. So my goal is to just motivate them in order for me to accomplish the dream that I have for the organization, which is to be good for a long time, for it to be sustainable. And I think we can accomplish that. So that's why this spring training has been like the best spring training I've ever been a part of because when I was with the Astros, like the goal was set, right? It was the golden standard. We're gonna get to a World Series, let's win it, right? And everybody knew what they had to do. Well, now I'm like in the cage. I finish my work and I go to a cage and I sit down and the guys have questions about their swings and all that, and I'm there with them. And then I go to a bullpen and the pitchers have me track their pitches and see if it's popping or not and what I think if it's gonna work or not. The analytics guys are working different grips with them, and I'm there with them. I meet with the front office and I meet with the analytic department and all these things that we can improve. So like it's like a collective effort, but I feel like I have to be there and just help everybody get to where we want to get, right? Because I've lived there in the organization. So that's what I want for us. I want us to be good for a long, long time.
Damn.
I told you we
Dude,
have to
he's
get
like the
him on.
GM, bro.
Yeah, but I
You're like
told
the
you.
GM, the owner, the hitting coach, the pitching coach, the infield instructor. You're my analytics teacher now.
Yeah, but for a lot of the players too, though.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I said we have to have him on to talk through this stuff.
I'm like, this.
I knew this was going to happen.
So, okay, so your goal this year is to do something that the Twins haven't done since I played there, which is win a playoff series, which is unbelievable. 2002, they haven't won a playoff series since 2002, and I was there. That was, as you know, forever ago. So when you were up in Target Field, you'll see my picture up on the wall, a long time ago. I looked a little different. You might not recognize me, but we're talking goals long term. You said you write down your goals for this year. What are your goals for this year? Like you got platinum glove last year, you got gold glove. Like what's your goals that you wrote down? Like give me your top 3 that you wrote down.
My personal goals?
Yeah, absolutely. Your personal goals that you said, or you say you write them down. What are your top 3 you wrote down for this year?
So 2 was be consistent with your preparation. That's sometimes us as players, one day you wake up and you feel a little tired, so you half-ass your routine, and all of a sudden, ooh, this got tight. Ooh, this got tight. All of a sudden, you're missing a couple games. So be consistent with my routine, and one of my goals is something that I haven't done yet is to win an MVP, right? And if it's a team sport, but it's also very, very individual sport. So I tell the players, if each one of you take care of the stuff that you have to take care of, and you try to be the best player at your position, we're gonna be good at the end of the year, right? So I say, focus on your craft. It's a team sport, but when you're at the batter's box, right? And let's say you don't hit the slider, and I hit the slider. It's not like you say, "Oh, slider is coming, Carlos. Here, take this pitch right here. You swing at this pitch, right?" It's not like basketball. You're passing the ball around. It's not like football where you're using all your teammates in one play. Baseball is very individual. You're in the batter's box by yourself. You gotta make, you gotta have your own approach. You gotta make your own decisions. You gotta, do what you have to do to help us win. So I tell you guys, go out there, try to make yourself better, and at the end of the day, as a team, we're gonna be better. And the way that the chemistry and the camaraderie and all that stuff works is in the clubhouse. When we go to the dining room, when we go on the road and you have 15 guys in one room just talking baseball, right? That's how you bond, and that's how you get close together. But when you're on the baseball field, man, if everybody's taking care of this stuff, the team is gonna be good for sure.